Hey y'all, welcome back. Okay, I'm hopping from video to just picking up the camera at any time. I'm in the midst of completing a bulk order and I am like, I'm all over the place. I'm wired, I'm focused, sometimes delusional, but I'm getting it done. If I pan down on this floor, you would probably go crazy. All of the OCD people, you would probably go crazy, but I'm going crazy. But this is like my chaotic, organized mess, and this is what I have to do to get through this order. I haven't taken care of myself really. I've been stress eating. I haven't done anything with my hair for almost 2 weeks. I've been just working on top of working with a full-time job, coming home for lunch, working on sewing, going back to work, coming back and working on this bulk order until I get it done. And I'm not stopping until I get it done, but I'm not going to burn myself out. That's one thing that I did learn, and that's one thing that I committed to myself, to take care of myself and not to... Okay, yeah, my battery died, but like I was saying, that's one thing that I did commit to myself. And what I've learned throughout the years is to not burn myself out and to do self-care. So when I'm feeling delusional, when I'm feeling burnt out, I'll take a night off and not do any of this and sewing. And then I'll revisit it the next day. So I had to do that 2 times already, but I'm feeling good because I think I'm about 70% done with this order. I'm almost there. So I'm picking up where I left off. I'm not really sure where I left off. I'm just filming a lot of stuff and I just have to get to editing, but I can't edit until I finish this bulk order. So I'm missing a few weeks, y'all, and I'm sorry about that. I'm probably missing a good 3 weeks. I was posting consistent weekly, but I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm filming the content and it's getting out there. So this evening, I am cutting out the rest of the denim here. So this denim is part of the bulk order, and I have to cut these pieces out for the outer shell of the item that I'm making. So as soon as I get this out the way, I will feel so much better, because this is the most tedious part of all of the steps that I've done so far. I'll show you some more of what I'm doing. This is life and this is what's going on. This is the clean area. This is the part where it's like a dream to me. This is all prepared, ready to go, ready to start sewing and putting the items together. So I'm so happy about this. This is like 60% done. Once I get all of these cut and get the interfacing on like these and then put the hardware on them, then I can transfer all of this over here. So then I'll have 2 big stacks, and then once I have those stacks, then I can go to my sewing station and start sewing all of the bags up. I have like a week and a day to finish everything, and I'm pacing myself. Wait, let me flip y'all over. I have about a week and a day to complete all of these bags for the bulk order and ship them off to its destination. I'm pacing myself based on how many hours it takes me to complete one bag. So for instance, this bag, it takes me almost 2 hours to complete one bag. So that's how I've been pacing myself with everything. I don't know if I want to probably make a separate video on how I was able to get through this order and take it week by week and the steps that I took to complete them all. If you're interested in that, just let me know. I don't know if I will, because once I'm done with this, then I like to move on. I like to move on to something else that's fresh and not so repetitive and not so time-bearing. If you're interested in that, just let me know and I can break it down, just in case if you're interested in doing bulk orders and which way you should structure it and have it organized. Just let me know. But that's how I'm basing it on, and that's why I'm very confident that I will be finished within a week and 1 day. Tonight, my goal is to finish cutting all of the pattern pieces from this denim that's right here. This is the last batch that I have to do, and I'm so ready to get it done. I'm so ready to get it done because this is my 4th day cutting pattern pieces, and I'm tired. I'm tired of cutting them. So once I cut the pattern pieces, then I have to iron on the interfacing, which my son, he's been helping me with that. And I'm so grateful for him helping me doing that, because that's one step that I don't have to do, and that's just speeding up the process. I have to cut out the denim, put the interfacing on, sew the hardware on, and then put that stack over there. And then once that's done, then I can start sewing the outer shell and then constructing the bag. All of the lining is done. I've done that. All of the lining is done. So I just have to construct the outer part of the bag, and then I can just slip the lining in and then sew that together, and it's pretty much done. I have to do some other things after that, after I put the lining in, but I think it's gonna be smooth sailing after I get the outer shell done. So just sit back in this video. It's just going to be a lot of me just cutting out these denim pieces. And I don't know if I'm going to extend this as a vlog and show you day to day, just for a few days in this video, but just bear with me. I'm trying to get through this. I'm a little delusional. But I'm getting through it. This whole stack, I'm so ready for it to be gone. I'm just going to speed through this and get as much cutting done as I can tonight. I may be staying up until 1 o'clock in the morning to get this done, but that was my goal, to get this done tonight. If I let it go one more day, that'll be 5 days of doing this, and I don't want it to go that long. I'm ready to move on to something else. So let's get it going. These are all the ones that I've done over the past 2 nights. Yes, so last night and tonight. I just have to put interfacing on all of these, and they'll be ready to go in that clean area where I have to just put on the hardware, and then it'll be ready to sew together. This is what I'm going to be doing for probably another 3 hours tonight, because I'm estimating that this stack here is going to take me about 3 hours to do. And then once I'm done with that, and I can get it out my hair. So I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, y'all, it's a little later. I had got about maybe 6 to 7 jeans cut. And then I had to stop and take a break and go take my shower. So I just slipped on some other clothes. I got refreshed. I have a little bit more energy now than I did before. Now I think I have about 8 more pairs of jeans to cut into the patterns. So that should probably take me like an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half to finish everything up. So that was my goal for today. I planned this like 4 days ago that, okay, on this day, it's a Thursday. On this day, I have to finish cutting out the jeans. And I think I'm gonna do it. I'm wondering if I should get some coffee. That's what I've been doing for the last week and a half on days that I've been working really late nights and working until like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm wondering if I should get me a cup of coffee tonight. I haven't done it in like 3 or maybe 4 nights. I'm not feeling too tired, but it's only 11 o'clock. And if I want to stay up until 1, I'm thinking that I will need a cup of coffee. So let me go fix my coffee. Let's see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more pairs. And I've gotten into a rhythm now since I've done a whole bunch of them. Since I have thrifted jeans, all of them are different sizes, so I know where to place certain pattern pieces and how to position them based on the size of the jeans. So I'm getting into a rhythm. I'm just gonna put on a YouTube video, just watch a couple of YouTube videos and breeze through this. I'll probably talk to y'all tomorrow. It's another day. I'm making my way through this order. I am really like on a time crunch right now. I only have about a good 3 days to finish this bulk order up, and I'm kind of stressing a little bit, but not. I'm good with time management, and I kind of know like how many more hours I have with this order, but still it's still a little it's still a little nerve-wracking, and my anxiety is a little high. I could just tell by the way I'm pacing back and forth. My thoughts are all over the place. I get sidetracked really quickly. I've been stress eating. Those are the signs of me and my anxiety. I can feel it. But I'm confident that I'll get this off in time. I just have 2 or 3 more days to finish everything, and I know I probably shouldn't be filming, but I committed to myself to create content, just post on my YouTube regularly, so I wanted to get some content. This is also to document my journey, so I have to commit this to myself. I'm going to film a little bit today and show my whole process of this bulk order. Let me show you the state of my sewing studio. This is the state of the room. I've had to clean this room like 3 or 4 times just to cycle things out and make it clear so it could just get messy again. I'm working on them. I have my stacks. Here, and I have another stack here. This stack here I have to steam and iron along with this stack, and once I do that, then I can start sewing the next cycle of what I need to sew. By the time I post this, the bags will already be out, so it's not gonna be a secret by that time. But it's gonna be a backpack, a roll top backpack, and this is what I've gotten done so far with the straps on it. So I have to attach the lining, and this extra piece here is for the roll top. Let me show you this one. So here's the roll top. You just roll it, and then there's a buckle right here for a closure. Zipper pocket on the back, and this is the part that I have to steam and iron to get that really flat. So this is what I'm working on. But first, I think I want to do another cycle of cleaning to get all of this stuff off the floor and vacuum really good and get this area straightened up. Probably tomorrow I'm gonna have to use my serger, and I did a practice run with serging this part of the bag, and I'm not gonna be able to use it because of the straps. The straps are too thick, and I bent one of my needles, so I'm not going to be able to serge that part, I will have to use bias tape to hide those edges on the bag. So I only bought enough of this for 50 bags. My client, she added another 15 bags. She added another 15 bags, which is why I had to prolong the whole deadline. I had to push the deadline back because she added 15 more bags and I needed more time. But I didn't have time to order more bias tape, so this will only cover enough for 50 bags. I already measured it out and I already knew that I needed 55 yards. The other bags, I will have to probably do a zigzag stitch or do an overlock stitch on my sewing machine instead of using my serger, because I could put a heavy duty needle on this and still use the overlock feature on my serger. I mean on my sewing machine. I can use my serger for the roll top. I have to put these two pieces together. I'm going to use it to serge the sides and then serge the top and just do one fold with the roll top, because I'm pretty sure with some of the jeans that I had to cut out, it's gonna use the thicker seam on the jeans, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not gonna be able to do a double fold to hide these edges. I think it's just best for me to serge, do one fold, and then sew that. So I'm gonna quickly clean this off. I just want to get this out the way, vacuum, kind of clean this tabletop off and clean this off. Everything else is just gonna have to stay the way it is for now. So let me get started on that. Okay, so I feel a little bit better now. I feel like I can breathe now. Just with the floor being cleared and vacuumed and my workstation cleared. Let me show you the certain stations that I have set up for me to get through this bulk order. Okay, so for now, I have all of the semi-completed bags in this corner. My station is cleared. I have my coffee that I have to go re-up, and I'm using my son's mug for his hot cocoa, because I when I miss him, I just love to use his mug. So I need to re-up on my coffee, but this is cleared. I still have to change my needle for my serger. The thread is already set up, the brown thread. Bias tape is here, so when I run out of that, then I can switch over to my sewing machine and use the overlock feature on here. I have my long straps here for the handle. I have short straps here for the other side of the buckle. These are the adjusters for the backpack straps. These bags are already ready to go. I need to sew on the back of the pocket so it can actually be a pocket. So I need to sew this on to this part here on the back. And then once I sew all of these on, then I can connect it to the rest of the bag. This is the rest of the bag. This is the side, front, and then the back is going to be the zipper part. So once I get this connected to the bag, then I could put the roll top on, which is right here. So this is the part that I need to serge. serge here and serge here, serge on the top, and then this connects to the actual bag that I have to put the bias tape on. So I'm rolling through it. I just have to get started, but I just wanted to film this part and just get my sewing room, you know, cleaned and like a clean slate before I get started. So this morning I have to finish ironing the zipper part because I sewed these on last night or yesterday, and now I want to steam them, iron this part so it can get really flat. This stack can go with this stack. Then I can do the next step, which is sewing the pockets. This is all cleared now. I feel so much better now that now that this is cleared, and now I can get my day started. So what I'm doing now is I keep counting 64 bags, and I'm supposed to have 65. There is one, this one, I don't know what happened, but I don't have all of the parts to this bag, and it's driving me nuts. I know I had, my parents came over to help me out with like putting some pieces, like inserting some of the lining pieces with the stacks that I had. So I don't know if it just got mixed up or misplaced, but I'm missing 4 parts to this bag, and it's driving me nuts. This is the 65th bag, and I need to find denim pieces that will match this type of denim that's already on here. I'm gonna keep this until the last minute, until I finish all of the ones that already have the parts. Then I'll revisit this one bag, try to find some matching denim pieces to go with this bag. But I'm going to iron these pieces. These pieces go with the bottom straps of the book sack. This is my next step, is to iron all of these. So I am going to I'm going to knock this out so I can get to the sewing machine and start cranking these out. This is what I was doing all last night, really early this morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning. But I had to stop. I had to stop somewhere because I was getting a little tired, and you just have to find a stopping point. I didn't want to really burn myself out. I could have stayed up a little longer, but it was already like almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and I needed to stop. Now I'm refreshed, and I am about to start ironing the zipper pocket. I'm gonna iron these so it can get really, really flat. Put this over here. Done with this step. Everything is ironed, ready to go. My next step is to put the backing on the pocket. So once I put the backing on, it'll catch everything that you put into the pocket. Before I get started, I have to adjust the back piece because it's larger than the actual bag that I measured it out to be. The back piece is probably like an inch larger than the rest of the bag. I have to go in and cut the zipper part 1 inch. But I'm just gonna match it up with what I already have. This front piece, I'm just gonna measure it with the front piece. So that's an extra step that I have to do. It's not gonna take long, but it's just like I just wanna knock everything out. I wanna get to the next step instead of adding another step to make these bags right. But yeah, this is the whole thing around bulk orders and just having everything organized. You're always going to have something else that you have to do, which is why you always have to have the time allotted to do these type of things. But this is something that I have to do, so I'm just going to do it. Let me see what's the easiest way to do this. Yeah, this is not going to take me long, but it's just like I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on. So let me show you what I'm doing. This is the front piece. This is the zipper part. This is what I have to sew on to the zipper part. But this piece is too large since I hacked it. So I have to fold this back just to show you that it's large. See this excess here? This is what I have to cut off. This is about 1 inch that I have to cut off since I hacked the pattern to be what I wanted it to be for the client. It's not going to take me long. Probably, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes. But that's 30 minutes that I could be using to do something else. I'm done with cutting all of the pocket pieces to size. Now I'm dealing with the 65th bag. I went through my stash to find denim pieces that closely match what I already have. And I'm making it do what it do. I cut out all of the pieces that I needed. In order to finish this and be done with all of the other steps, I'm just gonna put these pieces together, the zipper, and I already cut out the roll top, the top of the bag, so this is done. So once I'm done with this and then cut this to size, then I can completely move on to the next step. Alright, I can now move on to a new step, which I'm excited about, but it took a long time to get to this point today. I've been thinking about it. I don't think I want to fool with the pockets like right now. Maybe later on tonight. I think I want to fool with the roll top. This is how you close the bag, and this is the closure part. And I think I want to serge everything, so I can serge the sides and serge the top part where I just have to fold it once and then sew that. Because I'm ready for something fresh, something new. So I don't get tunnel vision and get delusional with just fooling with these pockets. Because I'm kind of tired of fooling with pockets. So I think I want to fool with my serger for right now. Just move on from there. I need to change out my needle on my serger, and then I can start cranking the serger. Y'all, I need to cut these nails down. I can't do it no more. I have to cut my nails down These are press-ons, but I need my fingertips. I can't do the long nails no more. And I'm going to have to cut them down anyway because when I flip the bags, the nails get in the way. So once I start flipping these bags, I'm going to have to either take these nails off or I was going to have to cut them anyway. But let me cut my nails right quick. We are back in business. A way I've been keeping a timer on everything that I do is to just time how long it takes me to complete one step, and then that'll give me an idea of how long it'll take me to do all 65 of the bags. For instance, I'm working on serging the top of the bag, so I'm going to time myself serging this side and the top. Whatever time it takes me to do that, I just multiply it times 65. So that'll give me an idea of how long this whole step is going to take me. That's how I've been pacing myself and giving me like how many things I can do within a day or over a span of like a few days. I'm a numbers person, so I need time. I need the amount of time that I have. I need to see the numbers visually in order to keep myself sane and to keep myself accountable of what I'm doing, and so I can meet my deadline. So I'm going to set my timer. Well, it's a stopwatch, not a timer. So I'm setting a stopwatch. I'll see how long this one step takes me. So about a minute. It's going to take me about an hour and 20 minutes to complete this one step. I'm going to refill my jug and then pop on a couple of YouTube videos and get this done. I took a little break, but I did finish the top of the bags. All of that's done, that step. So I don't know which step I want to do next. I can either fold in the top of the roll top and stitch it on the top, or I can start working on the straps. On the bottom of this strap here, I have to put on like a protector fabric part on the bottom. It's the little triangle part that I had to iron. I don't know if I want to do those next or do the roll tops. Either step I do, I need to do it because it needs to get done, and that'll bring me to the next step and the next step, and that gets me closer to getting these bags done. It just depends on which one I want to do to keep me motivated and not tire me out. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm gonna do the straps. I'm gonna work on the straps next. I've already prepped the straps. So with a book sack, you have a long strap coming from the top, and then it connects to two longer straps on the bottom, and then that's how you put the adjusters in, so you can shorten it or lengthen it to what you desire. I already prepped. I have the short straps here, the top straps up here, and then the straps for the bottom to adjust I have those at the bottom so I don't get them confused. Because I think the bottom straps is a little bit longer than the top straps. So I wanted to separate the two. Here are all the straps for the bottom of the bag. I can get to putting the triangle pieces of fabric on to the end of these straps. I think I'm gonna just work on all of the straps and also put on the straps that go here. So I need one in the center, the two straps, shoulder straps on each side, and then a handle that goes on top of the shoulder straps. So on the back, it's going to be the shoulder straps, a short strap to close the top of the bag, and then a handle. So since I'm already working on putting on the fabric pieces on the bottom straps, I might as well just knock it out, since this is a step that is a major step. It's a major step that I have to complete. Tomorrow, I can just start putting all of the bags together. Tomorrow, I will be done. The next morning, all I have to do is like refine all of the bags, like snip off all of the loose threads and just make sure everything looks good. Then I can start packing everything. I think I'm just gonna work on this all tonight. I'm hoping and praying that it doesn't take me that long. Again, I'm going to time myself for each bag just to see how long it takes me to complete all 60 of the bags, because I've already semi-completed 5 bags. I have 60 bags here that need to be completed. So I'm going to time myself again with all of the straps. So I'm putting all of the fabric pieces on the bottom, and I want to put all of the straps on the back of the pockets. Okay, so I have my little setup here. These are the top straps. Those are the bottom straps. These straps are the handle. And all the way down there, right there, is the short strap for the closure, the top closure of the bag. This is my little setup for now. These are all the bags here. And this is my setup for tonight. I'm going to work for about an hour, take a little break, take a shower, get nice and energized, and then come back and work the rest of the night for as long as I can.